Literally, it's 2024 and it's time for you to start doing what you love and get paid for it. Hey girlies, it's Saint Harper. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today we're going to be going over how to become an influencer here in 2024. So the first problem a lot of people probably face is I don't know what to do. And when you don't have your mind made up on what you exactly want to do or your niche, it can be really hard. So you would definitely want to first start off with figuring out what your exact niche is and can you maintain that niche? Is that something that's super expensive where it's going to take more money to keep your content going, or is it something that you can do from home, or something that definitely works with your budget? And yeah, you don't want to work outside your budget. That's another thing. You don't want to have something that's such a high standard that you won't be able to maintain it, and you will be putting out more money than what you actually will probably be making. Because it is so important to make sure you are also saving money while doing stuff that you love, because part of being an influencer, at least for me, was budgeting. Because I love makeup and I love so many different things, the one thing that was hard for me was literally trying to save and do what I love at the same time. So I would definitely recommend to get some type of journal or some type of book, or get some type of book so that you can say, hey, this is what I'm spending only on this. This is my business budget fund. So you just need to have literally whatever it is that you want for that one niche, and make sure you're budgeting it out, because you don't want to go over budget and you also don't want to go under budget, because you want what you love, but you also want to do it reasonably. Another thing is, if you don't put money into yourself, how do you expect to make so much more? Because with anything you do, you start with a plan and then you go into your budget. You do not want to over budget yourself to the point where you're not putting any type of anything into your content, because the way you need to look at your content is like a job. You're putting all of your effort into that to get what you want back. And it's the way you look at things and the way you come about things that's going to change how you budget your content. Also, making sure that you have a plan and that you're organized with what you're doing and content, because content can be a lot, and you need to make sure you have a schedule that says, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So let's say you do makeup like me. I love makeup. And you have makeup Mondays. Okay, so your audience knows that basically every Monday you're going to be posting stuff with makeup. You don't want it to be so confusing to where your audience doesn't know when you're posting, what you're posting about. You really want to make sure that it's something that makes sense to you, but also makes sense to others, because as being a content creator, you have to make sure you are thorough with what you're doing and that people can follow along your journey. And then also getting back to niche, if you don't know what a niche is basically having one thing that you stick to that you love. Instead of doing 5 different things, you have one thing that you do, and your audience can also follow along and enjoy the journey with you. And then if you don't know where to start, just start thinking of things that you enjoy, and then start looking at other content creators and see what they're doing, so you can feel inspired and also have an idea of how to do things, because you can also learn from others, which is not a problem. So just gather as much information as you can from different blogs, updated articles about whatever subject it is that you love, that you want to share with your audience. Those are all important, because you don't want to just have a generic thing that you love and show people. You also want to educate them, because educating people is great too, because they get to learn, and then when they comment back or whatever, you're also getting to learn their point of view of what you're doing. So it's like critical thinking and also critique at the same time, but it's great. It's awesome when you get feedback. especially positive feedback, because it's also supporting like what you love, and people are loving it as well, which is what I love to do when I do my content. I love to make sure I'm sharing things with you guys so you guys can learn. I can learn from what you guys like, and we can, have a great conversation about that as well. Also, when you're making content, you want to make sure you have good lighting, because if you don't have good lighting, who's going to be able to really see what you're doing? And it has to be quality. You don't want to put out like the worst thing on earth and expect the best to come back, because at the end of the day, when you're watching TV and you see a commercial come on, they put time, they put effort into their stuff, and they make sure it is the best for their audience. And just like them, you need to make sure your content is the best quality, the best lighting, because at the end of the day, who wants to watch something that has terrible quality and the content just sucks? And you can see that the content creator didn't put any effort into their work. Your work is like a resume. You want to put the best stuff on your resume so you stand out from everyone. And that is the same thing you do with content creating. You want to make sure you put your all into your work, and that you put your best out there, so then brands and other people can recognize your work and love it just as much as you do. So that is the end of this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. I want to do a part 2 of this video. Just tell me what you think, and if you want to see a part 2, because I will be posting one. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. I absolutely love you girlies, and I will see you in my next video.